So what are your organization's rules about alcohol? If I had to guess, it's probably something like you can't drink or have alcohol on the job, or you can't be under the influence on the job. Now, general guidelines like that make sense to keep everyone safe and productive and to help you manage workplace risk. But what about those work-related situations that don't fit neatly into those rules, like drinking at a company party? What about entertaining clients or sealing the deal over a drink, or when you send a crew out of town to work for a month? While not traditionally considered on the job, you still have some responsibility in these situations. Obviously, not all adults drink, and I think we've come a long way from the 2-martini business lunches of yesteryear. But there are still some work-related situations where drinking happens. It's part of the business culture. And if your policy doesn't address these situations, you just rely on employees to use their best judgment, your organization could find itself in hot water if something goes wrong, like if someone gets hurt as a result of your employee's use. The best part? Establishing rules doesn't just help protect you if something goes wrong, they're also preventative. They establish norms that not only keep you out of trouble, but prevent high-risk alcohol use among your workforce. That's why it's important to think through situations that might be exceptions to your no alcohol rules. Let me touch on 3. Number 1, be sure to address business entertainment, either during normal business hours or after hours, like entertaining a client over dinner or a round of golf, going to a baseball game with a vendor, or celebrating a contract win with your team. Are your employees allowed to drink in these situations? Can they buy for someone else? How much? What if they're driving? Do you want them to get permission for that use, or are they on their own? Number 2, company-sponsored or company-related events. Think about the next get-together you'll hold, like a picnic or holiday party or a happy hour. What expectations do you have around people drinking during those events? Will you be supplying the alcohol? Can they bring their own? How much is okay to consume, especially again if they'll be driving? And will the rules be different if there are kids there? Number 3, consider out-of-town events like conferences and extended work trips. Can employees partake after they've finished work for the day but are staying in a hotel that you paid for? What is the line between work and personal time? And once again, what about if they'll be driving? If I had to guess again, there's probably at least one of those situations I just mentioned that caused you to pause for a moment and think, am I okay with that? That's a good thing. You want to think through all those situations and even play the what-if game. And while you may be stumped in the moment, it's important that you identify any guidelines you want to articulate in your drug-free workplace policy. If you're not sure or have questions about the process, give us a call. We're pretty good about helping you think through all the issues about alcohol consumption as they relate to business.